Okay, so I recorded this video yesterday, 2 hours long, and then turns out I didn't have the microphone set up, so it's just dead silent. Even the game audio is silent for some reason. But whatever, this is gonna be one of those videos where I just talk over it. I did do a lot in that 2 hour video as well. Um, I think I'll bring the map up here shortly. Pretty much just, I was talking the whole time saying, we're gonna be doing this, we're gonna be going here. But instead of going to that green one that I'm hovering over now, it was the orange one below it, so if you look at the bottom right, you can see the map. There's a few, a bit of issue getting in there, but we're Columbo. We aren't Columbo. We could never be as good as Columbo, but we have his power coursing through our veins. So there is that. So pretty much there was a lot of zombie killing in this one. I think I've got to that stage now where zombie killing isn't really a massive deal. This is when I went inside clearly. After killing quite a few of them, got a bit of medical stuff, some sheets that I would put on the windows of the house later. And yeah, again, I'm panicking because this video was pretty much the first time I would go out there and search for zombies. On the other ones, I do see a bunch and I go at them and I take on little groups of them. But in this one, I was willing to go above and beyond, fight hordes and stuff. As you can see, making short work of these zombies. I mean, not really an issue. It was a bit of a bitch, I'm not gonna lie, because I could hear zombies the whole time and I couldn't tell where they were because it's a top-down game and they don't get muffled if they're above you or if they're below you. They just sound like they're next to you, so it was a bit annoying. But either way, killed them, no big deal. Then we went back upstairs, or I think this was in the one next to it, or we went up a floor. I can't remember. Just pretty much got some medical items. It wasn't really that big of a deal. Don't know why I left this in, to be honest. Oh, yeah, this is it. This is where I came across. I was like, oh, an open window. I can get on the roof. That's actually a cool idea. Let's see if there's anything on there, like a duffel bag or whatever. So I'm just fighting this cunt. I'm like, oh, alright, well. Alright, what the fuck? Oh, there's one on there. Oh, that's fine. Let's take this key. Okay. Oh, my God. And then because they were all coming at me, I panicked a little bit. I'm not going to lie, because there's quite a lot. But, I was like, oh, wait a minute. They're going to climb through the window, so that'll give me a chance to just stamp on them every time they come in. But I'm pretty sure at one point... Oh, let me just... Yep, there you go, that one. Didn't hit her for some reason. And then this is where I was like, I'm not going to risk it because they're all going to start flooding in. So then we just, we gathered ourselves a little bit and then, just went to work on them. No, this wasn't without consequence. I'm pretty sure I think it might have just broken there actually, yeah. My thing broke. What they're called, nightstick. It broken on the last zombie. Or, the last one in that little group. Just resulted to shoving at this point. Very devastating because the whole time I was like, oh no, it's fine, I've got another one at home. Turns out I did not, so that was the one weapon that Columbo is very good with, gone. So that was a bit of a issue that we came across later on after this. I'm trying to remember what I did after this. I think some of the guns on the zombies I just ignored. Some of them I picked up specifically, like I'm pretty sure I get that one, yeah, because I think we found suppressors as well in at some point. Or I can't remember. I think we were just collecting at this point. Alright, so after that we went I think we went upper floor again. Didn't find anything insane. Just a zombie list, so pretty much it just shows characters from other games that are in the Project Zomboid world that you can just come across. And when you kill them, you tick them off, which I think is really cool. I didn't read the top, so I was trying to guess every character, so I was like, oh, that's Duke Nukem, that's, I can't even, I have no idea who Huss is. But yeah, some of them I knew, some of them I didn't. And then I lost my mind when I came across the ones towards the end. So I was like, oh yeah, like Walking Dead. I don't know who Burger Lover is, or Rave Girl. I saw Kate Smith. I know she's a main character from the original Project Zomboid game. It's very sad. There's Leon Kennedy. I mean, I don't need to explain the rest of those ones really. And then the top ones and those two, I had no idea who they were. Viom, I think that name says. Yeah, didn't understand any of them. I knew Bateman, obviously. I think it was the next list. Yeah, so the next list it's Frank West, Chuck Green, Brad, Jesse, Daisy here. I don't know who the True Eye Cult are. I think I have no idea what they're from, but. And then there was a bunch of Dead Island characters at the end, which I was ecstatic for, because I fucking love Dead Island. It's one of my favourite zombie games to play. Only co-op though, I can't play it on my own. It's fun on my own, but it's just way more fun. Then there's Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead Clown. Yeah, just all of it was Left 4 Dead, pretty sure. And then Back 4 Blood at the very end. Which, let's be honest, that's just Left 4 Dead 2022. Or 2021, whatever it came out. Oh yeah, so we went all the way to this big red building where we, saw there were zombies inside and such. And then we was like, oh, we're gonna search this little storage box. I wonder what's in there. And we got quite a shock when we saw what was in there. Ah, itchy. Yeah, so we was like, oh fuck it, we'll have a look while that zombie's distracted. And then I almost shouted. I was shocked the amount of guns and stuff. I was like, whoa. And we can only get on one side of it, so who knows what's on the other side of that like metal gate thing. So I was going to start searching for it, but yeah, I had to kill everything in the building, otherwise I would have just got jumped. But yeah, and then this is where I found the suppressor and stuff that I spoilt a few minutes ago. Now my fucking phone is going off. Issue with the suppressors is I had another mod called Silencers on, where it added silencers to the game, but it fucked with the suppressors and that specific mod, so I couldn't attach it to any pistol or any rifle or any sniper rifle. Didn't figure that out for the whole video, but figured it out just before I recorded another one. So yeah, not gonna spoil it. Just gonna, leave it at that. I have no idea what I'm going to put over this video, because there's no game sound either, so I'll have to make the zombie noises and the of them picking shit up, because, I'm terrible at fucking doing stuff. Was going to pick up the M60, but I'm not going to use it, so I'll just leave it. I probably never will, because it's a fucking M60. I took a small ammo box thinking that I think it was the pistol that I was using, or no, the sniper rifle that I found, the L118. Or L115, whichever one it is. I thought that it used a specific type of ammo, so I took that box and then brought it home. I added a bunch of sheets to the windows so I could turn the lights on at night. Then went back out. Trying to remember what I was doing at this point. I'm pretty sure it was just literally a case of looking for nails. That's what it was. Was trying to find nails. That was the big goal of this video. And then I think I saw that horde. I wasn't afraid of them, but I wanted to check this building, and it turned out that it's a Starbucks. So just a shit ton of green apron wearing teenagers. I think I'm trying to remember what I found here. I can't remember, but I found some food and shortcakes and stuff. And favorite thing about it was most of the zombies they were holding coffee cups, but like they were holding it in their cold dead hands. So that was pretty fun. There was quite a few zombies in there as well. It wasn't an insane amount, obviously, but it was a bit shocking. I didn't think there'd be that many. I think there was like nearly 15-ish, something like that. And they kept like getting stuck at the top of the stairs, so it was really awkward trying to coax them down without getting myself bit. I'm pretty sure at one point I just said fuck it and I just ran up there, and then yeah, that was me trying to get the attention of the zombies upstairs. But yeah, then yeah, it was just a one. I don't know what happened to the rest. There was two up there, but I think they vanished, or I don't know, maybe maybe they just fell and I already killed them and forgot about them, but... And then these two were just busy, I guess. Anyway, after clearing out the Starbucks place, I think I just went straight back home. And then started putting everything away, like the biscuits, the jam, sugar. I think that's what it was. It was mostly drink stuff, obviously, as it's a Starbucks. Yeah, I found the... yeah, okay, so I forgot to put the axes away, I suppose, when I found a bunch of weapons in one of the bathrooms. Yeah, okay, so I think I've cut that out, but pretty much there was a whole, like, block of flats, and I'm not sure if it was like an annotated map mission or what, but pretty much there was in the bathrooms it was filled with weapons. Like there was axes, there was knives, there was a nightstick with a blade on the end, which is what I'm about to equip now. It was in this one, the one with the boarded up windows and stuff. It was just in the bathroom. It was just filled with weaponry. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I guess it was just a mission thing. And then I went to the floor above it, again filled with shit. Then went up again, filled with shit. So like I think it was like 3 floors worth of weapons in the bathroom things, and I thought it was a glitch, but I don't know, because I don't. It looks like a glitch, but at the same time, like there's other stuff in the other crates. I feel like that would happen more often, but it was just this one building, so I reckon it was just an annotated map mission, and it just went overboard. I don't have the loot on crazy amounts. I think I've got everything on rare or very rare, whichever one's higher than rare. But yeah, as you can see, like that is just an insane amount of weaponry, and I don't even need that much. So I think I took most of the stuff from the bottom one. I took all the axes because I'm going to need them, and then I left everything else because I didn't want to just, you know, be completely fucking stacked with weaponry. I'll probably go back for it at some point, but I'm not just going to... I ain't got the space for all that weaponry anyway, so just left it there. Apart from the axes, obviously. Okay, so then afterwards, while I was walking away, I saw that I think this was after I already like left the stuff back home. So there was this big shop with clothes. I was like, oh, maybe I'll find some warm stuff. So then, you know, went in there. But as you can see, Columbo's very tired. He didn't, yeah, he didn't really kill that well. I'm glad that the third one stayed inside. But then I saw that, you know, there was more, and started to worry, but didn't run away. Almost got bit there. That was a big... There wasn't a bite noise, but it panicked me a little bit. So the weapon I'm using now, it's like a nightstick with a blade on the end, and it's good and everything, but I can't stick it on my belt, and I can't really, you know, it's not as good as the nightstick, so it's not that great, I'll be honest. I thought it was going to be good, I thought it was going to be a nightstick with a blade, and it would, you know, but nah. I think it counts as a longer blade as well. As you can see, there's a taxi there. I literally just saw it, and I was like, oh, I wonder if there's anything in those cars. Had a quick look, and lo and behold, the taxi key was just sitting there in the glove box, so that's pretty cool. So that's an extra car for home, and then I was like, surely my luck won't be that good. So I went over to this one, had a look in the back, good screwdriver, so I was like, oh, maybe my luck is that good. But then it turns out that it just wasn't. There was nothing in the car that was of any use apart from a battery and a thing, so... Yeah, so I took the car and took it home. Luckily it had fuel and it wasn't too badly bummed up. If I remember correctly, I put it in front of the bathroom windows. I made a big deal about how the fact that like zombies can just, if there's a zombie and I go in there to wash my clothes, they'll just break the window down and eat me while I'm doing the fast forward thing while I clean myself. I was gonna fill it up, but then decided against it because I mean, yeah, and then there's me making the decision to put it there. didn't trust the little gap, so backed up a bit and just tried to get it flat up against it. So technically we have 3 cars. I was considering filling the cars up with shit, but then decided against it and just decided to, you know, go back out there and, you know, then I came across these guys. I made a bow as well, tried to use that, but it wasn't very good. Also, it kept messing up with, I think the Arsenal gunfighter mod I've got, the one with the suppressors. I think that kept messing with the bow mod. Because, like, here it's fine and everything, but at some point it just wouldn't let me put arrows in it, and there you can see in the bottom right an error message pops up. So yeah, it wasn't very good, and I couldn't really gauge. Whenever I've used the bow mod, I've used another mod that shows it shows, you know, where you're gonna hit, kind of like it would like do a crosshair where the arrow key is currently. But without that, it's really hard to kind of, because I think with the arrow, with the bow and arrow, you've got to actually aim at the head. As you can see, with my arrows on its head, I shot it, hit it in the head. So I'm not sure if that's how it works. I never understood guns in Project Zomboid. They've always been really hit or miss, literally. I haven't used them since the I think I haven't used them single player since the 2D version of the game before it went 3D. I've used them on multiplayer since, but I only used a pistol and it was like 1 mag, not even that. It wasn't even a pistol, it was a revolver, so 6 bullets. And like, I think I killed 2 and then missed the other 3. I have no idea how you shoot in this game. Because in the 2D version, when you would use a gun, if you shot once, you would be set upon by hundreds. Like, your screen would just get covered. And for me, it was always a quick way to end a save or a character. So I just avoid guns completely now. Because to be honest, I mean, like as you can see, like there are other ways to kill zombies quicker. The bow, good shot there. The bow's not very good, but on the when I used it with that specific mod before, it was really good, and it kind of made my character a bit OP. But as you can see, the error message pops up in the right, and then I can't do anything. It wouldn't let me reload. It wouldn't let me shoot. I think again messing up with the Arsenal gunfighter mod. I think if you have a look, see, look, I'm holding it like it's a gun when it's a bow. So it's broken, and I had to just resort to using hands again. I think this was a point where I fixed it, but I kind of just got fed up with it because it just wasn't working. Like I was clicking that entire time, but nothing was coming out the bow, and I remember just getting really pissed off with it. This misses, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. Goes right over his head. Because I never. It's really hard, the aiming with Project Zomboid. The mod that I use, I can't remember what it's called, but it does a little crosshair, and it's really fucking helpful. And I really wish that's what it was like normally. Ugh, it's bit off topic for the video, but it's now it's 2:30. Ugh, and all the kids are out, and it's just loud people outside. I fucking hate children. The fucking worst thing to walk the earth. I'm mad at myself for once being one. But yeah, as you can see, there was me trying to unload it, and in the bottom right, it just kept growing and growing and growing, so I just gave up with the bow completely. I was like, fuck it, this is, I thought that if I maybe unequip it and re-equip it, it would work, but that's just, yeah, it didn't fix it, so we gave up with the bow, which was really disappointing, because I liked using it in my last save. Would have been good for Columoid as well, because he's got good aiming and reloading, so... But, oh well, can't get everything to work your way. I mean, I got a car, so I can't really complain, but... Anyway, I was gonna loot that building. But if I remember correctly, there wasn't anything good in it. I can't remember. I think I killed these zombies and then I just left. I didn't bother doing the whole inside of the building properly, at least. There's someone jumping out the top window. At this point, I was just so demoralised by the bow not working. I was like, oh, alright, this is the end of the video. So after a while of looting and stuff, there was a bunch of zombies on the stairs I killed, and then I just couldn't get the other ones to come back down. Like, they just would not come down the stairs, and I could still hear them. Like, I think I killed everything up in here. I killed everything up each floor in there, but there was still zombie noises, and I was just like, what the fuck? I just couldn't find any. I don't think it was these. It was after I killed these, I was still making noise, so I just gave up with the place. So there are zombies there. I think they're on the roof, and I can't really get there, so I think I had like 5 annotated maps at this point as well, so I just took a few minutes to read them, get them out of the way and stuff. I was thinking of annotated maps. I'm not sure if you're supposed to keep them so you can keep looking, or I don't know. I really don't know how it works. But anyway, after I looted everything, I heard that there was a TV on, went to turn it off, and then accidentally leveled up my cooking because a cooking show was on. And then because I was panicking about the sound, instead of just turning it down, I turned it off, and then that made me lose the channel. I did try to get it back, but you'll see here that that just didn't work. And it wouldn't mute for some reason, so I had to turn it down and then wait a few minutes and then try again. So anyway, after that, just started making my way home. Zombie in the way. Yeah, Columbo was very tired, I think, at this point. Can't tell if that's a bored icon or a tired icon. I'm not really paying attention right now. I'm just going off of what... you can probably hear my chair creaking really fucking loud as well, which is great. It's always very professional. Ah, yeah, I remember this. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go and check these buildings. Because I think it was a restaurant. I was like, oh, there's gonna be loads of meat and stuff. But then, you know, this happened. And to be honest, I couldn't be bothered. I literally just couldn't be bothered. I was like, oh, you know, fuck it. I think a part of me really wanted to just run and leave it, but I'm trying to remember what I did. I'm trying to like, because I'm watching it and recording myself talk about it, but then, you know, I just easily just knocked them all over, like, just in one push. Like that, it's perfect. Columbo is actually a tank. I don't think people understand. If you just name your character Frank Columbo, and yeah, like, that's all you gotta do, and it put your job as a police officer, you've won. And that's the end of it, really. But yeah, I was expecting this to be like a big, hard fight, but it was really easy. Like, it got to the point where I was just like, oh, fucking just come in, and I'll let that woman in. Couldn't hit for some reason, because I think the chairs blocked her, but regardless, just killed her on the chairs after that. There you go. Saw 2 zombies coming, but again, just really couldn't be bothered. I was just getting so upset about the fact that I couldn't get the suppressors to work on the pistols, I couldn't get the bow to work. So yeah, I was really annoyed at this point. I just wanted to end the video, but didn't want to just end it in the middle of a restaurant. Because when I do these videos, I like to start and finish them inside the base, just so we know where we are. If it doesn't finish inside the base, you know, there's no way I'll be able to always finish a video inside the base, but I will always try to, because it just keeps us in one place then, pretty much. And there was a really fast car just driving past. I'm really hoping the microphone picked it up. There you go. 1 person in each store, and that woman was missing her pants, so that's a bit worrying, but... yeah, nothing really great on her. We've got like 400, 500 cigarettes now. We really don't need to keep picking them up, but, you know. I can't imagine a more satisfying feeling for a smoker than to actually find, like, 500 cigarettes. Like, you'd know eventually they'd run out, but you wouldn't really think about it for a while. There's my phone. Man, I'm really professional. I go send a text back as well during the thing. Yeah, I'm literally watching it and doing the narration as I'm watching it, because I really, like, I'm not that good at editing, so I'd rather just do it this way instead of watching the whole thing, then deciding what I'm going to say and making a script. I can't be bothered with that. This ain't a job, I'm just doing it for fun. That building that I went with, the one that I killed the horde on the roof earlier on in the video. Fucking leave me alone, phone, please. That one, I was considering, like, for a split second, I was like, man, maybe I could turn this building into a base. Just cover all the windows, put furniture up against them, or build something in front of them, and then just live on the roofs, like build across the roofs and stuff. But I decided against it because we've got a nice base. We've already decided what we're gonna do with the base we're currently in. So plus, I mean, like I said before, I don't want to get surrounded. We're only on, I think we're only on like day 7 or 8 max, and I think the zombies get like to a peak amount at like the 25th day or something like that. Where that's when there's the most zombies on the map, I think, or something like that. But yeah. Anyway, that was pretty much it. I just walked home. Bit stupid because I said I'm gonna end it in the base. I'm not technically in the base, but you know, I'm practically there. You can bet your bottom dollar that I'm in the base. So yeah, that's it.